what's going on? Welcome back to my channel if you are new. Hello, hi, my name is Chelsea. Welcome to my channel, my little bookish channel. Love having you here. So today we're gonna do a video I've never done before, like ever. And I thought, well, I'm having a really good reading half a year. Half of the year of my reading has been good. Whatever, you know what I mean. I've been having really good reading so far this year. That still didn't sound like English. You get what I mean. So I thought I would do the mid-year freakout tag. Is that what it's called? Mid-year freakout tag. That's what it's called. Words. I have my handy dandy reading log here. I have my laptop right here so I can look at the questions. I searched on the interwebs the tag itself, and the one I'm going to kind of reference is a blog called the Bookish Coffee Blog. I will leave a link to it down below. I'm not sure who the original person is who made this tag. If someone can let me know in the comments below so I can give them credit. And yeah, we're just gonna kind of go through this tag a little bit, and yeah, let's start. So I guess I should start off by saying really quickly, this year I have a goal of 23 books. And I have so far, now it's the end of June, as I'm filming this, it's June 26th, and I have read 18 books already. So do the math, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 5 more books I have to read. I feel like I'm definitely going to surpass this year. The reading this year has been amazing. If you didn't know, and you haven't watched any of my bookish vlogs, I had a very major job change, and under stress, I read. So I think that's definitely helped me out quite a bit with being stressed, which I guess is a good thing and a bad thing. But so yeah, I've read 18 books so far, which is freaking crazy. And I'm almost done with another one, so we're almost at 19. Last year I had a goal of 23. It was 22, and I did 23 books. So I thought, let's just do 23 again, not knowing what was going on. So I'm very proud of myself, and I'm very proud of just how many stories I have absorbed so far. So let's go through. So the first question is the best book I read in 2021. And I will, again, when I mention a book, I will put, because I have read quite a bit of physical books, but also some books I borrowed at the library and digitally on my Kindle. So the best book I'm pretty sure I have read this year was The London Sand Society by Sarah Penner. I freaking loved that book. She also wrote The Lost Apothecary, which I loved. Her books are just fantastic. I did love The Lost Apothecary more than The London Sand Society, but it was pure gold. And I don't read a lot of historical-ish books, but I'm telling you, you need to pick up both those books. The next one is, I don't want to chat. Goodbye. The next book is the best sequel I have read so far, and I'm gonna say, oddly enough, Barbarian Aliens. Yes, Barbarian Aliens. I didn't really like the first book in the series. I have discussed that in some reading vlogs, but the second book, Barbarian Alien, I really liked the character of Liz. She's Spitfire. I freaking loved her. She just, like was not a damsel in distress at all. She's like, I can hunt, I can do all these things that your tribe says I can't do, but I can do, and I'm not going to take your crap. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. But I also, the other sequel I read this year was A Game of Cones. I liked that a lot. That's a really good cozy mystery series. So if you like cozy mysteries, that was another good sequel, and the books are progressively getting really good. Okay, a new release I haven't read yet, but I want to read is probably is it Happy Place? Yeah, Happy Place by Emily Henry. I have it. I loved, what was the one book I read from Emily Henry? What was the book I read? Oh, Book Lovers I read, and I loved it. I'm ready to read another Emily Henry book. So I have it here in the house. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So that's another one, a release that came out this year that I am really looking forward to reading. Hopefully really soon during the summer months, because it just seems very summery. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year would probably be, this is another cozy mystery, like you want it really badly, is, I think it's called Pink Lemonade Murder. Yes, Pink Lemonade Cake Murder, which comes out July 25th, and it is book number 29 by Joanne Fluke. It is the Hannah Swenson cozy mystery series. I love the Hannah Swenson series. So I don't know how there's any more people alive in this town. I don't know how Joanne Fluke keeps busting out these books, but I'm here for it. The whole series. Just give it to me. Okay, so July 25th. That's going in the collection. Next is my biggest disappointment, and it's The Maidens by Alex Michaelis. I gave it a 2-star. Oh, two and a half star. I gave it a 2.5 star. And I don't know if this is going to spoil it, but I feel like the reason that... Okay, the book's called The Maidens, right? It's a dark academia. You got your school setting. You got a murder. And there's possible occulty type situation going on. So for me, when you're like, oh, the maidens, okay, the maidens are going to be like the creepy part of the book, right? And it wasn't. It wasn't at all. So part of me was just like, well, this is dumb. It's called The Maidens, and it barely had anything to do with the maidens. So I was quite disappointed in it. Another one that I read recently that I was quite disappointed in was Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Caw. I gave it 2 stars. Again, didn't really understand it, and maybe I'm just too dumb to realize what's going on, but yeah, that's another one. I was really excited. I got it in my Nightworms package, and yeah. So, biggest surprise of this year so far. Well, I have two. Why I can't ever just pick one, I don't know. So, the first one is Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Brown. It's a YA retelling of Cinderella, and because it was more YA, I didn't kind of go into it thinking about it like it was going to be crazy, but I loved it. I thought it was a really great spin on the classic tale, and it really just, like, it dove in deep with the retelling, and I loved it. So that's a great one. And then the other one that I really, really liked, that I was really shocked about, was Fierce Fairy Tales by Nikita Gill. It is a collection of poetry of kind of fairy tales, again, taking a fairy tale and spinning it on its head, but make it poetry. So the reason I was so shocked about it is because I don't read poetry. But I thought, well, it's retellings. There was some Alice in Wonderland stuff in there, and I loved it. So much so I was like sending like screenshots of the different poetry to my friend, and I was just getting chills. So if you want a good poetry read, read Fierce Fairy Tales by Nikita Gill. Okay, my favorite new author is Agatha Frost. She is a cozy mystery writer. She writes I think it's called the Paradell Mysteries, something like that. I'm on the second one right now. So I finished Pancakes and Corpses, which is the first book, and I'm on Lemonade and Lies, and I'm enjoying it so much. I'm reading it off my Kindle. So they're just fun, shorter reads. They're like no more than like 230 pages, so they're quite quick, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. She's got another series too. They have to do with like candles, you know, like the theme is candles. I don't know. We'll see. We might give that a shot. I'm not 100% positive. The next one is it says newest fictional crush. I don't really have a crush, I guess. I don't know. I really don't have one. Okay, back to Agatha Frost. The cop in the story, Barker, I feel like maybe might be a crush. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, as many romance books as I've read so far, I'm just like, he's kind of a jerk. He's kind of a jerk. Why would you fall for him? I don't know. So I don't really have a crush for a book, I guess. My newest favorite character, I'm gonna have to say Liz in Barbarian Aliens. I've already talked about this really. She's very headstrong and so much like my personality that it just made the story so much better. So yeah, Liz is definitely my new favorite character so far. A book that made me cry. I haven't really read, I don't really read that many books that are emotional. I guess the one that really kind of gave me the chills the most, like brought any form of emotion out, is Fierce Fairy Tales, the poetry collection by Nikita Gill. Like I said, I had goosebumps up and down my arm. It didn't make me cry, but it just definitely made me think. And I read it around the time that I was quitting my job, and just, so that was kind of the emotional part. I wasn't crying. I just brought emotions, I guess. A book that made you happy. Well, I mean, all of the books make me happy. I really liked my first read of the year, which was A Cat Cafe Christmas by Cody Gray. It was a really cute read, kind of like a rom-com-ish book, but I really liked the chapter headers on each chapter. There was like a little cat picture, and it had like, I don't know, this is this cat, it loves to lay down, and it had like these little descriptions of all these cats for each chapter, and I loved it. It made me cats make me happy, just like books make me happy. So, most beautiful book I have bought so far this year. Most beautiful book I have bought so far this year. Good question. I had to go over there and think about it, but I would have, now I get Unplugged Book Box, so a lot of the books that I receive are very beautiful, but I have to choose this one. This is Vincent in Wonderland. This is a Alice in Wonderland retelling, if Vincent van Gogh went into Wonderland, and it's supposedly like when he's 11 years old. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm trying to save it for kind of the fall. It's a little bit more dark and it's dark and spooky now because we're about to get this really big storm. Yeah, I legit think we're having like a miniature tornado right now. Oh my heavens. Holy but yeah, I would say this one is definitely the prettiest book I bought, just because it's Alice in Wonderland and it's gorgeous. So okay, and then the last question is, what books do I need to read this year? And there are a ton of books that I need to read. I think I mentioned Happy Place by Emily Henry. I have a bunch of books back here. I have Such Pretty Flowers. I have Hurt You, which I got in my Unplugged. In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. I want to read more. Oh, okay. It's all just gonna go. I want to read more cozy mysteries. And yeah, I don't know. So many books. So many books I just want to read. All of the books. So yeah, that is the mid-year freakout tag. Let me know down below what you guys are reading. How is your reading year going so far? What books are you guys looking forward to? And yeah, that is it. If you haven't already, please subscribe, become a member of this beautiful bookish family, and like it, share it with a friend, share it with somebody who has done the mid-year freakout tag, and let's see if we can compare notes. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all really soon in my next video. Bye!